Good morning, rise and shine. So today I'm heading downstairs and I have stew in mind, okay? So we're gonna be making stew this morning, okay? So we're gonna get started and so I'm recording this video so that you can have it, to use for, for later or whatever. As you can see, I have an onion. I'm gonna chop up this onion. You can use 1 or 2 onions. So will probably use 2. Sometimes I use 1. But you do want to make sure that you have enough onions in there. So maybe 1.5 or so. So I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna cut it, and we're gonna go from there. Okay. Have you like a nice plastic container that you can put other things that you will need. So typically, okay, I think they put it in here. Okay, good. So this is bell pepper. You want to use about 2 or 3 of these. Okay. And typically you want to have some tomatoes. Okay, please, if you're making stew, you do not you do not use canned tomatoes or tin tomatoes. All right, so and obviously this is meat. This is actually, I think this is turkey. We're gonna boil those, make stock. That comes with it. We know that, and yeah. So we'll have about 2 or 3 tomatoes. You want to have bell pepper, maybe 2 or so bell pepper, maybe 3 tomatoes, and yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna thaw these. Take all the seeds and stuff out of it, and then take the stems out of this one, wash them, cut up the tomatoes. So just get all the ingredients together. You do want to have tomatoes. We don't have it right now, but you do want to have it to make everything balanced, and and then I'm gonna blend everything. Okay. All right, y'all. So as you can see, I've washed my meat and I'm just filling it up so that I can put it on the stove. And you don't want the water to be too much, but you do want to have enough water to boil the meat. So I'm gonna set it on there, my stove, and then I'm going to add some seasoning. Obviously you need some salt. So I'm gonna add in my salt, just enough salt to make sure that it's salty enough. I'm adding in typically I have onion powder. If not, then you have to chop up some onions. So I'm gonna try to find mine. Okay, so I'm gonna chop up some onions. Luckily I have some onions here that I was gonna use for so I'm gonna take out just a little bit and put it on there, because you do want to have it on your broth. So I'm gonna do that. So I added some curry powder. I have the tomatoes that I sliced, and salt. Okay, so I'm gonna just let that boil. I'm gonna put the cap over it and let it boil. Okay, so that's boiling, and now I'm gonna deal with my stew mix. Okay, I did not have some tomatoes. It's not a deal breaker, but you do want to have 2 or 3 tomatoes. But I did have 3 bell pepper. I have 3 atarodo or Jamaican peppers, or habanero peppers, however you want to call it. And then I have 2 onions. Okay. Like I said, ideally you do want to have 2 tomatoes or 3 tomatoes, 2 or 3 bell peppers, and onions. But we're just gonna make do here. Okay. And also I brought out some crayfish, which is like very, very key when you're making stew. You do want to have some of those. And okay, so I'm gonna cut up my onions and put it in my blender, blend it up, and then we're gonna go. All right, y'all. So as you can see, I have my mixture. I'm gonna add some. I would say about 2 tablespoons. If you're measuring of crayfish, I'm gonna add it on there. Okay, so just like, and then I'm gonna add some water. So just fill it up to about, like, not full, but about three-fourths of the way, and then you're gonna just blend it. Go ahead and blend it. It doesn't have to be super smooth, but just make sure it's nice and blended. Okay, and yeah. Now I'm gonna get my pot. I typically have a special pot that I use for stew, so I'm gonna just quickly rinse it out. Okay. And let's see. So I'm gonna heat it up. And okay. So I poured in some vegetable oil and then mixing a little bit of palm oil in there. Okay. So just you can see it's on the bottom. It's gonna heat up, and you do want to make sure. Okay, you do want to make sure that it's heated up before you pour in your pepper mix. Okay, you want to make sure that it's heated up. Okay, so that's very key. So if you don't do that, your stew is gonna sit, and it's not gonna be right at all. Okay. Okay. Remember, you're not adding any canned tomatoes. You do not add canned tomatoes in stew. Okay. So we're gonna let that heat up. I mean, you don't want it like smoking, but you want it heated up, okay? So I'm over here waiting for my oil to heat up. I have my mix here. So in the meantime, you can also get out your things like your ginger. For sure, you want to have where is that? You want to make sure that you have chicken seasoning. Otherwise, it's not gonna taste right if you don't. Some people have beef seasoning, but you do want to have some bouillon, some kind of. Typically, I have pepper, cayenne pepper, or African pepper. In other mixes, sometimes I put a little Italian seasoning. It depends on what you have. I put a little black pepper. Just just season it and make sure it's to taste basically. Just and sometimes if I have thyme, I'll put it in there. There's an onion powder I was looking for that is now completely basically gone. We always using onion powder, so you can. Okay, so here I have some curry powder. I have a good amount of chicken seasoning because you want it to have taste. I put a little bit of black pepper. You can, ginger is good also for your stew, so you want to add some ginger as well, and yeah. You have your crayfish, so just add a drizzle of that crayfish. So, but crayfish is essential. I mean, you don't want to overdo it, but so you do want to mix it up. Mix up your ingredients. Okay, and remember, you're making sure the flame is not too high. So we're gonna reduce just some. Okay, so it can take its time and cook. You don't want it too high because you don't want it to burn before it actually cooks. Okay. So and then we're just gonna let it cook. We're gonna put our cover on it. Okay, we're gonna let it cook. You can see that the flame is not super high. High enough, but just like medium basically. I think it's on 7. Okay, so it's on 7, and so So we have our meat. Okay. Like as you can see, our stock, at least we have some of our stock in there. So what we're gonna do is typically what I do is I use my like measuring cup, you know, rinse it out, make sure that it's clean, which it is, you know, it's already washed, and I take about like a scoop, maybe a scoop and a half of the water, and I just pour it in there. You know, you don't need a whole lot. Okay, just you know, so about maybe a cup of stock. That's it. You don't need a whole lot. That's all the broth or stock that you need, and let the rest cook. Okay, so that cooks with the stew. You know, so that kind of gives it more of like a, you know, a good flavor. Okay. You know, and you know, as the stew cooks, like I said, taste it, make sure there's enough salt, or you know, the chicken, this as like as a salt substitute. So I don't typically put salt in my stew. I put salt in the meat, but I don't put salt in the thing. I use chicken seasoning. So you can use chicken seasoning, or if you have beef seasoning, whatever, put it on there and let it cook. So we're gonna cover it up, okay, and let it cook. Okay, it has to cook. Okay, so it's steaming, it's cooking. Okay, and then our meat, we're gonna let it cook all the way so that it's not pink anymore. It's nice and well boiled, and then you can either fry it or just put it in the oven to bake. Okay, so whichever, you know, you can put it in the oven to bake, and you know, so that way you're not using as much oil, so that's fine too. Or you can just fry it, you know, whichever, you know, whatever's clever, you know. So we're gonna let that finish cooking, and then we let our stew cook. Okay. And then how you know that your stew is fully cooked is that the oil will rise to the top. Okay, so give it about 30 to 40 minutes to cook. Okay, and make sure that you're watching and checking it, you know, often. You know, you don't go away. You stay around to make sure everything is cooking. In the meantime, I'm just gonna put away my ingredients. I'll probably leave this out just in case I need to add a little bit more. You know, depending on the taste. You know, because you want to make sure that it's salty enough. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I'll come back once it's done so that I can show you what it looks like. So as you can see, our stew is cooking. It's cooking, and we're gonna let it continue to cook. Remember, we want the oil to rise to the top. That's when we know that it's done. So we're gonna let it cook. And I believe our meat is done. Okay, so we're gonna take it out and you know, basically get a spoon that can drain the water out, something like this, and then we're gonna put it in a container. Okay, so I'm gonna wash this container, put the meat in there, and I'm gonna add it to the oven. All right, y'all, so I've turned my meat off. I'm preheating my oven at about 375 degrees, at, you know, for I'm gonna preheat it for about 10 minutes. Okay, so it is an electric oven, you know, and yeah, so I do have my meat here. So you do want to coat your pan with an aluminum foil. So just spread out some aluminum foil, coat it with a little bit of oil. You could do some oil spray just so that the meat doesn't stick. And even though the meat does have its own water, yeah, and then you can just put it in your oven for about, you know, 30 minutes, you know, or so, 30 to 40 minutes to dry, you know, so that you don't have to. So that's I do have a what do you call it, deep fryer. But if you just want to just, you know, not have to worry about splashing or anything, and just, you know, set in your oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, you know, and yeah, you're set. This is turkey tips with some goat meat. Okay, so you can see some goat meat in there, but this is mostly turkey tips. So I'm just gonna let my oven heat up, and you can see the stew. And when your stew is cooking, it's gonna reduce. Okay, so the water, so that means that the water is drying, and that's what you want. Okay, and you're gonna see that the oil, you see it settling more in the top, so that means that it's cooking. Okay, so you can, you know, just stir it a little bit and let it cook. Okay, so it's gonna reduce. That means that it's frying and the water is draining. That's what you want, okay? So it's gonna be dehydrated. The water is gonna be dehydrated. It's gonna be because you don't want it watery. You want it to be fried. So that is the point. Okay, so you can taste it, and if you need to add any, maybe a little bit more chicken bouillon for taste, you can, you know, but you just don't want to overdo it. Okay, so we're gonna wait. So once the oven, it's preheated. I think right now it's about. Okay, so once it's preheated enough, I'm gonna put my meat in it, and then yeah. All right, so as you can see, my oven is preheated already. I set it to I think like about 30 minutes or 35 minutes. Yeah, let it cook. And in the meantime, my stew, can you see the oil is settling on the top? That's when you know that it's done. See what I'm saying? So settling on the top, you can taste it. See, it's settling on the top, the oil. So that's when you know that it's done. That's what you want, okay? So you can reduce the heat a little bit more. So now it's on like, what is it on? 6. So reduce it more and just know that, yeah, you see? You need to see that oil on the top. So know that your stew is done. So you can let it continue to cook while your meat is cooking, like real low, or you can turn it off, and once your meat is done, you can add it on there and let it cook for about 5-10 minutes with that. So you can do that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do that so that it doesn't dry too much. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna let my meat cook, and then from there I will add it on. So some people choose to make stews that they do not taste. Endeavor to always taste your stew, you know, or whatever you're cooking, taste it. Get a spoon, put a little bit of it in the palm of your hand, okay, and taste it. Tastes good. Okay, so you can know if it needs salt, if it needs a little bit of more seasoning, a little bit more pepper. So you want to taste your stew, okay? So I tasted it, it tastes good. Taste it, and you know, and then wash your hand. Also, you can see that I've washed my blender, you know, and most of the things that I've used, my chopping board, I've washed it as well, you know, to clear up the place, you know, so that it's not too messy. You know, some things you might not be able to wash, but you know, for the most part, you want to make sure that it's nice and clear, okay? And in the meantime, my meat is cooking in the oven. All right, y'all, so as you can see, my meat is done. I have my oven mitt to get it out. Okay, oven is turned off. As you can see, it's very well done, dry. You know, it's dried. It's, you know, basically oven fried. You know, so now I'm gonna set it in my pot. Okay, so now I've set it in here in the stew. I'm gonna let it cook for, I'm gonna turn on my stove and let it cook for, again, on medium for about, I would say about 10 minutes. I wanna leave the rest of the meat probably for another soup that I'm gonna make. But let this, you want the meat to marinate so that it, you know, the stew taste soaks in, and so just let it cook, cover it up for about maybe 10 minutes or so, you know, and yeah, that's basically all right, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, me making Nigerian stew. Yeah, I just felt that I should go ahead and make it, since I do make it from time to time. You can eat it with rice, you can eat it with plantain. You can eat stew with so many different things, so many assorted dishes. It's very delicious and it's great. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, share. Yeah, you all know my channel. I do delivery, so I'm always very busy. But you know, from time to time I cook, and yeah, this is a good reference. And also for my children, if they want to cook as well, they can, you know, follow my recipe, and yeah, or anybody else for that matter. All right, so thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, peace.